Gary Trott's coaching the Predators, they had a reputation for being a tight-checking team no matter where they were in the standings. Now they've got an Eastern Conference coach. From what you've seen previewing them, do you expect a different style of game from them?
I think they're going to be a very aggressive team. Pete Lavalette usually pushes his D-men a lot on the sidewalls, on the forecheck, and anything that goes up the walls is going to be confronted by his defensemen. Simple as that. Off face-offs, off offensive zone face-offs, or defensive zone face-offs for us, we're going to have to execute with a plan. And he's going to try and pressure specifically in those areas in the offensive zone. And the defensive zone, he's going to collapse 5 guys back to the front of the net area and make it as difficult as possible for us to get the puck through.
Time you scout it.
Well, I hope so.
Randy, you guys have had some bad losses earlier this season. It seems you've bounced back well the next game. Is that what you're looking for tonight, another bounce back effort?
Yeah, well, the game the other night in Buffalo, obviously, we didn't play 60 minutes of hockey. We played about 20 minutes of hockey. And we didn't outwork Buffalo. And you don't win many games in the NHL without outworking your opponent. And we knew that there was going to be a hornet's nest in there because of what's transpired with their hockey club, and obviously they wanted it more than we did.
Is there something you picked out 5-on-5 the last couple of games?
Oh, there's lots of things that you pick out. Obviously, the scoring, we feel that that we've had our chances, and specifically in the Buffalo game, we must have had 7 or 8 good quality scoring chances early in the hockey game, and then it dried up for us. So obviously we were not supporting the puck the way we should. We were stringing people out, and who is that? Beat it. We played a game that we were playing as individuals, and those are the things that you can't do. It's a team game. You got to support the puck in all 3 zones. You have to stay structured, and we lost our structure specifically in the Buffalo game.
What does it say about your team's mentality that, like Mark mentioned, there's been tough losses, you guys have bounced back right away and been able to almost put it totally behind you? Is that kind of a sign of mental strength?
Well, I think for us, it's again, why are we getting ourselves in that position? That's what it says. Coaches, you're always trying to push the button and say, hey, that can't happen. Why is that happening to us? And I think, again, we always look and we focus on ourselves. We're an 80-20 group. We focus 80% on what we're doing and 20% on what the opposition is doing, and that's out of respect because there's no easy games. But we have to respect what we have too, and we have to play to our strengths and find ways that we're going to exploit the things that we do well and try to implement them in the games.
Does the attack style of both teams here tonight, Randy, maybe lend itself to scoring off the rush a little bit more as opposed to off the forecheck?
I don't know. I think both teams would like to establish a cycle game and a puck possession game. I think that's the way of the NHL. That's the new catchword is that the more times you have the puck and the longer you have the puck in the offensive zone, usually it defers to you're going to have your chances of having success. Neutral ice is so critical now in today's game. The team that's able to control the neutral zone usually has a more offensive zone time. Special teams are always going to play a role, power play and penalty killing. If you can win that game within the game, your chances of winning go up dramatically.
Randy, when you guys do get away from the structure and maybe embrace the running gun a bit too much, is there a consistent, is it you're behind and that's when it creeps in, or do you see it?
Yeah, I think it's more up to happen. It's happened specifically in the last 2 games. We got down, or you're down a goal or you're down 2 goals, and specifically in the Buffalo game. I thought in the Pittsburgh game, we didn't really play that well. I wasn't happy with our execution level. I thought we competed enough in the game, but we didn't execute at a level that was required. You can specifically point to special teams. We had, I think, 5 power play opportunities in the Pittsburgh game that could have made the difference. We had a 6-on-4 for full 2 minutes to tie the hockey game. Those are the things that come back to haunt you.
David Booth getting pretty close. He looks pretty good.
He looks good, doesn't he?
He told me he was aiming for the weekend possibly, but obviously that's up to you.
Well, I haven't been given the medical terminology on whether he's 100%. That comes from the player. He can say all he wants about me, but I wait till they say they can play. And they say they can play, then we have to make a decision.
Any update on Brandon Cozy?
Same thing. He's I think Cozy is 4 weeks right now. I'm not 100% sure on that, the time frame, but with a high ankle sprain, that normally is a 4 to 6 week time frame that's put with that when you start. But he looks pretty good also, as far as other than he didn't know the drills.
Randy, we're almost at U.S. Thanksgiving, where a lot of teams sort of take stock in who they are and what they're about. A lot of new faces on this team this year. Do you feel comfortable this team has found its identity?
No. No. I just think we're too erratic and we're too inconsistent when we have games that we played this past weekend. When you go back to the previous games before that, we had kind of adopted a style that we felt we were getting through to it, and we seem to have lost it on the last weekend. And again, I'm going to go back to the work ethic. I don't think we outcompeted people, and that to me is the most alarming. We have to work some people to have success. I don't think it's any different than any other hockey club.